You can build radios and radar and all kinds of things for the aerospace industry as well as the military side.
Mhm. Okay, so like the structural components, including satellites or the radars, that kind of things could be the future opportunity to further expand their existing market for Kawasaki.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's always good to start with something you're already doing.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So the next step, we want to know the U.S. tier 1 or tier 2 player to compare to Japanese companies. Like we can use the GE as an example of tier 1 and 2 top players in the U.S. And we also want to know the scores for the same topic for GE. So let's quickly do the same thing. So of course the GE as the suppliers. So we can score it.
Okay. Now in which market would you want to discuss the competition with GE?
Defense industry.
Okay.
Today's conversation is focusing only on defense market.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, now GE has obviously been in the market for a long time.
Mhm.
They are, the part of the engines.
Mhm.
GE makes engines. It's going to be tough for anyone else to get into that market between Rolls-Royce and GE, and I forgot the third one off the top of my head, but those people have been making engines for aircraft in the United States for a long time. And that's going to be a tough nut to crack. I'm not saying it can't happen, but engines is not going to be a place I would start, so to speak. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but it would take a long time to crack that market because they've been buying from GE and others for some time. As far as the quality goes, I think there's no question that the quality of products that Kawasaki and MHI produce is equal.
So
or
here
better.
we don't want to the target engine, but we want to just benchmark GE as the top tier 1, 2 players. So maybe the next opportunity for Mitsubishi Kawasaki, Japanese company, shouldn't necessarily be the engine, but we want to have a kind of overall picture about the competitiveness of U.S. top tier 1, 2 players. So the segment shouldn't be the same for Japanese company necessarily. So so that's our position. And so if you score the strength and weakness of GE, what do you think about the product portfolio they offered?
As far as the competitiveness in the United States, GE has an advantage because they're here. As far as the product quality, there's no difference. So GE would have a competitive advantage, at least over MHI, because they don't have a plant in the United States in the defense industry. So GE has the advantage in competitiveness because they're here. Kawasaki, I'm going to say Kawasaki is here. So now MHI is at a disadvantage because to sell to the defense industry, you're going to have a plant in the U.S. So they would be at a disadvantage. Now, if they want to build one, now the playing field is level again.
Okay. So what about the partnership with U.S. prime contractor for collaboration R&D or the procurement process? Do you score well.